Speaking of getting justice, Governor DeSantis has been getting justice for the people of the state of Florida in a lot of different ways. And one of the most recent ways that he's done it is getting a little bit of financial justice through the form of tax relief. Governor DeSantis has demanded and just signed into law demanding that the legislature go ahead and do this. And, of course, the legislature's 100% behind Governor DeSantis, at least in the leadership and on the Republican side of things. And Governor DeSantis wanted to give us a $1.2 billion tax relief package, which he just signed into law. It's pretty exciting. Now, it's not going to touch everybody, and the truth is this is just a drop in the bucket of what we actually pay for taxes and our state budget. But I say any decreases in taxes are a good thing. We've got way too many taxes in this state, in this country, in our lives, and anything that decreases those, even if it's a little bit, is a positive.
You know what I wonder about with these days? Do you think the retailers, they don't ever like bump prices up during that week to compensate for the... Do you think that ever happens?
I don't think so, but wouldn't that be interesting to study? That's almost, would be interesting to kind of study that. Now, of course, they could have planned price changes that just happen to fall during those weeks, right? So you don't notice the difference because everybody's trying to get a little bit extra nowadays, and that's a factor of the inflation that we're seeing, which, remember, is a decline in the purchasing power of your dollars, and we want to talk some about that if we can get to it in this show. But we got so many interesting things to cover, including the Supreme Court and the issues that you've probably heard about in the news there, as well as the new movie 2,000 Mules that came out over the weekend. So we want to get to all of these things. But staying with these sales tax holidays, Governor DeSantis basically says that our economy in Florida is doing so well that we can afford essentially to give a little bit of the money back. And that's important because the government isn't giving this. They took this money from us to begin with, or would be taking it from us. So they're not really giving it back to us, but they're just not taking it, which is a benefit to everybody who pays these taxes. You're going to have all these holidays. Like the most exciting one for folks probably is going to be the 1-month fuel tax holiday. However, you're going to have to wait for a while for that one to kick in. That goes from October 1st to October 31st. So you're not going to see a lot of relief in the heavy travel months of the summer. But when we get around to October, if you make it there financially, then there'll be about 25 cents less per gallon because you won't have to pay that fuel tax that gets charged on gasolines. That'll be for the entire month of October. There's going to be a lot of different specialty stuff like sales tax holiday on children's books. That one's coming right around the corner, May 14th through August 14th. So if you ever wanted to buy some children's books, now's the time to do it. You're going to have a tax holiday on baby and toddler clothes and shoes. It's going to run for an entire year from July 1st to June 30th of 2023. Same deal for children's diapers. Going to run an entire year. There's, of course, our regular school tax holiday, which is 14 days around the start of school, July 25th to August 7th. There's going to be another 2-week holiday for disaster preparation. There's going to be a holiday for impact-resistant windows, doors, and garage doors. There's going to be a Freedom Week for specific admissions and recreational activities like to different parks and things like that. That will be sales tax-free from the first week of July when a lot of people will be going over July 4th. That'll be a benefit to a lot of folks. And then lastly, there's going to be a 1-year Energy Star appliances sales tax holiday. So if you need to replace any of your appliances, wait until July 1st of this year, and then you'll have a whole year to do it. If you buy an Energy Star appliance, you won't have to pay sales tax on that. So a lot of exciting tax holidays. And, it's not going to save anyone a ton of money, but it's going to save a little bit. And overall, it's a benefit because we're sending less of our money to the government. Now, if only we could be sending less of our money to Washington, D.C., and the federal government would be even better off because our money is better spent locally here in our own state and our own municipalities than it is sent off to Washington and spent on all kinds of debacles like, studying strange habits of strange animals that live halfway across the world that you're never going to see and I'm never going to see. And, these are the kind of things Rand Paul talks about all the time where we drop just tens and hundreds of millions of dollars on these studies about things that honestly probably don't deserve to be studied. I'm just not sure we're gaining the value that we're spending, and that's the key. But we might be gaining knowledge, but are we really gaining knowledge that is as valuable as the cost to run those studies? And that's a big question that nobody ever seems to have to answer in Washington, D.C.
Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show.
We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.